Hey ladies, makeup chicks, welcome to Wednesday webinar. Come here. Sorry, got my 3-year-old here. She's gonna wipe her face. Spaghetti for dinner, super messy. Okay, anyway, tonight we're gonna talk about checking up on your goals, how you're doing on your goals. We are halfway through the month, so it's important that we check up and find out what we need to do for the rest of the month to achieve the goals we set at the beginning. We're also going to be talking about taking selfies because Katie and I have been talking and it looks like a lot of you are not posting them at all. So we're going to talk about how to do a good one. And then we're also going to talk about sponsoring. I guess she's going to hang out there. We're going to talk about sponsoring. Tylee, honey, get on that side, please. Go on that side. I don't want to see you in the camera. You're not. Go. Well, never mind. Sorry, everyone. So yeah, sponsoring. I spoke to Michelle Bell this morning to check up on myself, and we were talking about how I've been struggling to sponsor for the last couple months, and she gave me a couple ideas that are really good. So we are going to talk about that too. So we're going to start with goals, and I will start with mine. I have mine posted right here on my computer. This month, my goal is to hit pink. And because of you guys, well, those of you that are on my team, on my downline, I am more than halfway there. So, yay, you guys are awesome. My goal is $1,000 in PRS, and right now I'm at like 578. Let's see. So far, I have sponsored one presenter of the 3 that I wanted to sponsor this month. It's my little sister who just turned 18, so I'm not sure if that really counts. My goal is to have 12 parties this month. I've only had 5 so far, but I'm working on booking some more. And then I have your guys's goals listed. But those are my goals, and so far I'm doing pretty good. It's not terrible. I do want to get those parties booked. Like, that is the one thing that I am like stressing myself out about. Allison, hi. Yeah. Mom. Oh, hey, Devaney. Hey, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Yay!
Pajamas too. Did you hear me? Pajamas too.
Oh, hey, girl, I'm in my yoga pants all day. I'm watching you. You're watching? Okay. So we are live. And tonight we're talking, I gotta go over what we were talking about goals and where we are so far in the month. We're going to talk about selfie school, how to take a good selfie. Tyler Bug, can you grab my phone, please? Why? Because I need to show them. Go grab my phone for me. It's a good thing she came. She should be in bed. And we're going to talk about some sponsoring ideas. Okay, so let's start with goals. I went over mine. So far, I wanted $1,000 in PRS. Right now, I'm sitting at 578, and I have a bulk order on Friday, so that'll ship me over halfway. And then you guys, as a team, have gotten me, thank you, over halfway to pink so far, and I'm super excited about that because you guys are awesome. And I want to sponsor 3 presenters. I kind of went over. I already sponsored 1, but that doesn't really count because it's my sister who just turned 18. So I didn't really have to work hard for that one. I want to book 12 parties this month. So far, I booked 5, and I'm hoping, obviously, to work towards that. I've got a couple ladies that I'm messaging and hopefully getting that going. But we can also talk about ways to close the hosting deal too, because I need that training just as much as you guys. So let me check up on your ladies' goals. Heather, where are you at with your goals? Are you there?
I wanted to hit pink this month, but it's becoming a little bit difficult. My PRS is at 588. But my company is only at 465, and that is just because I am pretty much going solo right now. Hopefully the one in pink will come out of pink and be qualified. I've done 3 parties so far this month. I have an event next weekend, but that's pretty much all that I have scheduled for this month so far.
Awesome. Well, 588 in PRS by the middle of the month is awesome. All right, Allison, where are you at so far this month?
Failing miserably.
Okay, stop.
I'm in the middle of one party and it's going nowhere fast. 0 so far in PRS, so I'm a little disappointed. I've got a couple of people that want to talk about the mascara right now, and they just keep timing is just not working for either of us. But getting there, working on it, trying.
Hey,
So.
well, that's all we can ask for. And of course, you are crazy busy anyway, so there's no failing. There is no failing as long as you're trying towards something. I love. I don't know if it was Brittany Kaplan or it might have just been Holly. Holly said something. Hey, Tyler. She said something in one of our trainings that the seeds that you sow today will reap within 90 days. So I know it's super frustrating because we all want to grow and we all want to build, and obviously we want to do that as quickly as possible, but sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. I will say it's totally worth it to be patient. I've been doing this for 7.5 months, and just these last couple of weeks I have had random orders from people who are like, hey, I want the mascara, or, you know, just random, like close friends of mine that I approached from the very beginning about it that had no interest whatsoever, and now all of a sudden they see me be, you know, super consistent, and they know that I'm the Younique lady, so they come to me because they know that I'm available still. So that it is really important to stay consistent. I know that it's hard. I know I've been there. And I mean, I'm still here, still working towards pink, but you guys are helping me out and getting me there, which is awesome. But it takes time, and it's so hard to keep that in mind because I'm impatient. Like, I wanted to do pink 2 months ago, but I didn't work hard enough. I know that. I could have done it myself if I worked a little harder, but it's gone a little easier because I'm like, honey, if you're going to be loud, you need to go to that. No. Then stop. I'm like the queen of bulk orders. This month I've already had 2 because I've been hounding people in my area. Say, okay, if you want free shipping, I'm doing a bulk order, and even if I don't even have anybody doing the bulk order yet, or maybe it's just something I want to order for myself, I say, hey, I've got a couple ladies that I'm talking to about doing a bulk order. Any chance you want to get on this and get free shipping? So kind of make it less about, hey, I want you to be in my bulk order, and more about, I'm doing this, and I'm doing it this date. What do you want? Sort of thing. So that's something that's really worked for me. Okay. So one thing I really wanted to talk about was videos. I was going to post this short video in the Makeup Chicks talking about this, but I spaced. But videos are so important. Did you guys see my foundation video that I posted, was it like a week ago, a week and a half ago? All I did, and it does not have to be a foundation video. It can be the mascara demo, you know, anything. But your market wants to see your face. So if you're sharing other people's videos, yeah, that's fine. And I know Holly and Brenly mentioned in a short little training that they did that if you are sharing other presenters' videos and their information is on there, your customers are going to see that, and your customers don't know that's not your website if they click on their link within their little video. So they don't know that's not your website, so you're going to lose out on sales by sharing somebody else's video. Your market wants to see your... Hey, Chantal.
Hello.
Your market wants to see your face. So videos are so important. That foundation video, I got so much crazy response from that. I was shocked. I think I color matched 7 ladies. 3 of them have ordered. Another one just ordered today. And another one of them wants to order on Friday. So I am like super excited about that. So I mean, it totally works. Totally works. So your market wants to see your face. As I know, some presenters have super good ideas. Like, I don't know if you've seen the one where the lady is drawing on her face with permanent marker as a clown, and then covers with a concealer, and then does the foundation over that, and then washes it all off with a shine cloth. There's nothing that says that you can't do that too. Okay, Tyler. Go in there with your dad. I'm talking. Go. I'm sorry, honey. You need to go in there. I'm doing a training with my team. Please go.
I'll go outside.
Just go hang out with dad, please. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I had a goal of getting her in bed by 8:30, and it did not happen. So, sorry. Anyway, so, I mean, just because she had a good idea doesn't mean you can't use it. I know it's really tempting to just share her video because it's easy, but you'll get a lot more response and a lot more interest if your friends see your face. Okay, so next point that we want to talk about. Moving on to the next bullet point here. Selfies, okay? We are in the business of selfies. It's as simple as that. You are your storefront. You are your own personal advertisement. So I want to see your face, and I want to see your lashes. And I know that when we talked last training, talked about Kara Newton's party style. I mean, most of her images have her face in it. And, I mean, that's powerful because they're trying to get to know you. And, of course, obviously, all her videos are her own. But your market, your face. Simple as that. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to do a good selfie. I don't know if it's just something that I picked up or if it's just I've watched quite a few presenters go over the best way to do a selfie. So I don't know about you guys, but I have a better side. So my left side is my better side. Although I should do it on my right because my right eyebrow is better than my left eyebrow. But I like my left side better because I have a dimple on this side. And I have sort of kind of on there, but it's more prominent on this side. And I have a weird, like, thing about the way my teeth look on this side. So I always take it from this angle, and I like if I'm looking at you. And so I, like, make my cheek parallel to the camera. And I always look, obviously, in the camera. Duh. And then I'll just do this and take a picture. But it's important that you get the right angle. So it's really unattractive because unless you're doing like a before and after with like the foundation, it's really unattractive on anybody to do a picture straight on because the focus is on your nose and not on your more girly features. So we want to focus on cheeks and eyes. That's where the focus wants to be. So I'm going to show you the angle that I use with my phone, how I take a selfie with my phone. Okay. So if I'm looking, it's facing myself. If I face myself, it's kind of up like this, above me, looking down on me, and I'm facing it with my cheek, like this part of my cheek is what's facing the camera, and I'm looking up and taking a photo. So, and it's important. This is a total pageant point I'm gonna make right here. You need to smile with your eyeballs because if you don't, you look super creepy. If you're smiling and like this, like that's creepy. You smile for real because if you don't smile for real and smile with your eyes, like you're gonna creep your people out.
Devaney is busting a gut right now. I have to tell you.
It's true though.
It is true, but you should see this reaction over here.
You know what's funny is that I didn't even choose this topic for me to talk about. I messaged Katie and I said, okay, hey, I really want to do a training, and obviously I'm going to check in the girls' goals. I want to do a kind of month, halfway point, what should I do my trainings on? And she's like, oh my gosh, you should do it on selfies, how to take selfies, and how to do non-salesy posts. And I was like, am I really qualified to tell everybody how to do their selfies? Because I just like looking at myself, so I just take pictures of myself all the time. I guess I just had a lot of practice because I do it all the time. That's why Destiny is going to be really good at this job because all she does is take pictures of herself and Snapchat it to everybody. Anyway, definitely pick your side, whether it's right or left. You always want to be doing an angle up, and then looking up at yourself. That's going to be the most attractive angle for you because you're looking down on your most prominent features. It's going to highlight your cheekbone, and it's going to low-light your under your cheekbone, make you look a little more contoured, even if you didn't do a contour. And if you haven't figured out how to do brows yet, let me know. I will send you my video and do brows. Because eyebrows are so important. If you don't have good-looking eyebrows, don't even bother doing your lash photo because nobody's gonna see your lashes. If you've got some super creepy brows, nobody's looking at your lashes. I have been like super, I don't know, like what is the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, I'm like just like kind of brain fart. Super self-conscious about my eyebrows for the last little while because of the brow products that came out, and my eyebrows are really dark. So when they start going back in, it's really obvious. So if I don't keep up with them and I take a photo, and even if I use a filter, it does not help. So if you have nice eyebrows, it not only frames your face, but it accentuates your brow bone. It makes your lashes, believe it or not, more attractive. So, and also, another thing, this is what you do not do, okay? Here's my phone. And obviously, like I said, do not take a picture straight on like this. Like, that's really unattractive. I'll take a picture and I'll show you. Because all you see is my nose. I don't know if this will focus or not. Oh. In this picture, like, all I see is my nose. Like, it's not cute. It's not an attractive angle. Also, a really unattractive angle is looking down at your phone. Because all I see, I know you want to see the length of your lashes, but there's a way to do that without looking down at your camera. Because you're just like someone's just looking up your nose. Straight on, your nose looks huge. Up, looking down at your camera, they only see your nostrils. Not cute. Not cute. So, my next tip is to take your phone, obviously your front-facing camera is here, flip it upside down. This sounds crazy, but do it. Flip it upside down and look at yourself and not the camera itself, so instead of looking here, you'll look at the screen. And I'll show you my lashes. Oh, this is how it turns out. So it showcases the length of the lashes without looking up your nose, and it's not straight on, so your nose doesn't look huge. So those are my selfie tips. With those selfies, when you're posting those selfies, you don't want to be like, buy now. This mascara is amazing. It's $29. Here's my link. Because nobody wants to be sold to when they're scrolling through their Facebook, scrolling through their newsfeed. They want to be sold to. If your eyelashes look good, they'll speak for themselves. You just say, oh my gosh, I'm having such a great lash day. Happy Friday, everybody. That is a non-salesy post. You're still showcasing your eyelashes, and you're still putting it out there for people to focus on your lashes when your caption says that. I can't remember what I did. It was a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what I said. Oh, well, the palette one that I did the other day. When I posted about the palette and I had a day look and a night look on one side and the palette was on the top of the collage, I just said, these palettes, seriously, addicting is an understatement. And that's it. So we're still, okay, we're in the business of selfies and we're in the business of sharing. We are sharers, not sellers. If you're a seller, you're doing it wrong. If you are approaching this as a salesperson, you are doing it wrong, especially if your focus is to try to work on attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is you're going to keep your friends while still selling your product. And if you haven't ever checked out the tag team, Amanda and Rachel, they are amazing. You can go to their website. It's tagteampartypeeps.com, and they're awesome. I follow them on Periscope. Every day they Periscope about something awesome, and this week they're focusing on what you do not do as a network marketer, and it's awesome. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, just attraction marketing is huge. So, and they focus on, like I said, keeping your friends while still selling your product. And if you want to keep your friends, do not say, buy here, $29. I'm having a special, because A, we're not allowed to advertise specials on our Facebook page. We can do it in private messages, private groups. Because it's not a corporate special, we're not allowed to advertise it publicly. Just sidebar there. Let's see. Oh, another tip for your selfies and your videos too. Videos obviously are okay if they're straight on because you're moving and you're, showing your personality and you're not like just sitting there like you are when you're taking a picture. Natural lighting. Natural lighting is the very best lighting for any photo and any video. You're going to think I'm ridiculous, but because I don't have one of those suction cup things for like if you were doing navigation on your phone in your car that you would suction to your window, I don't have one of those. I don't know why. I just haven't invested in one. I shoot my videos by taking my case and rolling up duct tape and sticking it to my sliding glass door that goes to my backyard. And I film my videos sitting in a kitchen chair, sitting facing my phone that is taped to the window. So, super ghetto. And it works because I get the best lighting. And I take all of my pictures in front of that window, unless I'm in the car, because car light, when you're in the car, lighting is usually really good because you're outside surrounded by natural light. So natural light, don't take a picture straight on, don't look up your nose, and if you want to showcase, you really want to showcase the length of your lashes, flip your phone upside down and look at the screen when you're taking the picture. So those are just my 4 top things for selfies, and then obviously your non-salesy captions when you're posting those. Next on the agenda here is sponsoring. Okay. I know I'm not the only one struggling with sponsoring because my back office tells me so. Except Allison, you have a team of 3, right? You have Tiffany and Tiffany S. Jillian. Is that correct?
Yeah, and then I have Alyssa now.
Oh, and Alyssa. How could I forget about Alyssa? Like she just joined. Yeah, Alyssa. And then Heather has 2, but I know that both of those girls aren't really interested in really working the business. And Chantal is still working on getting her presenters. Okay, so I've been struggling with this, and I'm gonna be outright with you guys. Every one of you have found your way to me. Both Chantal and Heather I met at the same event. My very first event I ever did, because when Chantal signed up, she was my 3rd presenter towards my fast start. So, and the other 2 are no longer active. Like, they fell off my back office. So Chantal is bumped to my very first presenter that I ever sponsored because they fell off. So, that's awesome. And Heather actually won the drawing that I did for a free mascara. I met up with her when it was like a week. Was it a week afterwards, Heather? Like a couple days afterward. And we sat at Chick-fil-A, let our kids play, and we talked about it. She'd done direct sales before, and I think just within 2 days she signed up. So and then Allison, you told me, hey, I'm gonna sign up with you. Like randomly out of the blue, and I was like shocked, and I said, okay. not gonna argue there. And so I don't know. I don't know if maybe I'm just lucky or if you guys, I don't know. So I don't have a ton of advice on how to approach someone to talk about the opportunity. So I had the great pleasure of talking to Michelle Bell this morning on the phone because I'm in the fast track to leadership with you guys, and I mentioned that I wanted to have a one-on-one with her. She called me. I talked to her about my struggles with booking parties, and she basically just said, oh, I know Heather did, I know Allison did. Chantel, did you did you post on your wall the thing? Oh no, are you in that group? Are you in the Powerhouse Pink Building Blocks group? Because I know that both Heather and Allison and now I posted on our walls asking our friends if we can have their permission to post on their walls about Younique. And I will have to be honest with you, I put it off. I did not think that, I thought that was kind of, for me it felt kind of desperate in a way. And it felt kind of weird just putting it all out there and saying, hey, let me post on your wall. But I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I'm just going to post it. And I did, and I had like 30 women. Like, shockingly, just like you guys had a huge response too. When I told her that I did that, I asked her what I should post on their walls. And I, like, obviously didn't want to post a ton of stuff and, like, feel like I was taking advantage of them, but I also didn't want to just post an image that nobody was gonna look at. So I did a video, and I want to show you guys the video because it's ridiculous and hilarious all at the same time.
Hey, Danielle, I don't know what group you're talking about.
Okay, so the Powerhouse Pink Building Blocks group is one that Holly created for those of us that are working towards pink. Yes.
Oh.
Sorry.
And I'm working towards yellow, so I wouldn't be in there.
Okay. Well, you can still do this if you want, because, I mean, it worked. Madison's coming in here just, like, staring at me and laughing at me. That's cold, right? The challenge was basically you go, okay, ladies, I need your help. For those of you that you know, I'm your Younique lady, and with your permission, I would love to post on your wall about Younique, and once I get 5 new presenters or 5 new customers, I'll put all of your guys' name in for a drawing, and whoever wins gets a Younique goodie bag. So, 1, you're asking them if you can post on their wall. 2, you're telling them about the drawing and when you'll do the drawing, because, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, but it is realistic enough that you can do it, but just enough out of reach that you may not have to send a goodie bag, because if you don't get 5 customers or 5 presenters, you have no obligation to send them anything. So you're just putting it out there. Obviously, people want free stuff. So the more people that you get say yes, oh, and it says comment yes below in your post. You can go to my page and you can see mine if you want. And I had a bunch of people post yes. And when I told Michelle that I got like 30 people say yes, she said, okay, so once you post on their wall, she's like, you're going to post on their wall, and then the next day you're going to post in the comments of the post on their wall, and then you're going to ask them to be like, oh my gosh, did you check this out? This is so cute, so-and-so, and you're going to tag them. And then once they do it a couple times, and if they respond and they're interested and they're active in your posts on their wall and they're commenting and liking, that's when you message them and you say, hey, okay, so just to make this easier on you, I know you've been liking my posts and commenting. Why don't we just put these in a group and select the specific people that you want to see these images? And she says, or she can either say, no, that's okay, we'll keep it on my wall. And if they say, yeah, that sounds so much easier. You just booked a party. So Michelle was just like, oh, it feels really sneaky, but it's not really that sneaky because you're still getting their permission, and you start a link for them, and they start a party because they're going to invite people to the group to see the stuff. So that's one way to get a hostess. So for those of you, for Heather and Allison, you guys ask those ladies. And if I know, even if you didn't have very much interaction on your posts, go back and comment with another something on their wall or under your post or your original post, and so be like, oh my gosh, so and so, did you see this? I'm so excited. And if you tag them in it and they see it, they're most likely going to respond. And if they respond on their comment, that's when you message them like, hey, okay, just to make this easier on you, so you're not making it about you, you're making it about them. So it's a lot easier for them to be like, oh, yeah, totally. So that's an idea. Okay, other ideas. Okay. obviously you don't want to reach out to people you haven't talked to in a few years and be like, oh my gosh, I love my mascara business. You need to host a party for me. Because they're going to be like, I haven't talked to you in 2 years. Why are you talking to me? Why are you talking about your business? Because they don't care about what you're doing. People want to talk about themselves. It's human nature. So when you are trying to build relationships in order to work up to asking them to do a party, you need to actually be genuinely interested in their lives and genuinely interested in what's going on. Now, a good way to work up to messaging them is to focus on like 2 or 3 people a day, or maybe even every couple days, and like things on their page, comment on things on their page, and be interactive on their page so that they see you, so that when you message them, it's not out of the blue. You can, and for, you know, anyone that you know that A, has really, really great selfies, and B, is on Facebook all the time, that's when you can outright message them and be like, okay, girl, your selfies are awesome. You would friggin' rock at this business because you're always on Facebook anyway. You might as well get paid for it. Have you ever thought about doing an online business? Or like Michelle mentioned this, if they do post a lot, they're always on Facebook and they're posting about themselves, about their lives, their selfies. You can either approach it this way and say, oh my gosh, you are like a Facebook queen and I'm super jealous. You would seriously rock an online business. Have you ever thought about doing it? Or have you ever thought about running a business from your Facebook page? So make it about them and make it more genuine rather than business driven. Does that make sense? Okay, another really good way is when you're following up with your customers, obviously every customer that you have, you need to be talking to them about the opportunity. It's as simple as that. I am guilty of not doing that. I'm guilty of following up with them about their products and not going into the opportunity. There's a certain way that you should go about it. When you're following up with your customers, first talk about their products, obviously. And if they love their products, be like, oh my gosh, have you ever thought about selling this? Because your friends would love this, or you would be so great at it. And if they say, no, that's not something I want to do, then you say, well, you know, I know you love the products anyway, and your product selfies are so great. You know, you should just start a party or start a party link for you, and you can just share this stuff with your friends. So the next thing you see that you want, you get it for free. And we say, no, that's okay, and then you just kind of stick to them as a customer. But we call it the mountain of success, I think is what Whitney Husband calls it. She's Black Success Level 1. So she leads with the opportunity first, and if they say no, then you climb down the mountain and you talk about hosting. And if they say no, then you climb the mountain and you just focus on them as a customer. Now, when you're following up like this, they're going to remember you. They're going to remember that you took the time to reach out to them. So later on down the road, as the more that they see your posts and the more that they see how active you are, the more interested they're going to become, and like some of my other presenters, they're going to just outright ask me, how do I join? Or what do I do to become part of this? So obviously consistency is super important. But the mountain of success, you know, that's a really, really good way of, you know, approaching everything and making it less kind of stressful, because you know that if they say no to the opportunity, you have another thing to ask them. And also, when you're having these conversations with someone, even if it's through Facebook Messenger, text message, you know, whatever, you are making it back. You make it about them, and you're asking a question each time that you're talking to them and each time that you respond, so that you're giving them an opportunity to tell you something about them. So if you're like, what would you say to hosting a party? I feel like it'd be so great, and then they have to answer you. So always end with a question. Keep the conversation going. Because, you know, obviously the more conversations that you have, the closer you are to that yes. Okay, and if they say no, and you just want to focus on them as a customer, be like, okay, totally fine. Do you, if you've talked to them about it before, and they say no, then you can say, oh my gosh, that's totally cool. Do you know anybody that would love to do this? Because I reward referrals. And it doesn't have to be you don't even really tell them what you're rewarding them, because it could be like a $5 Starbucks gift card or something. I don't know. You're like, I reward referrals. I love referrals. And then, you know, the second time that you approach them about it, and you lead it that way, you lead it that way, then, you know, they may be like, well, hey, I'm interested now, or I never, you know, well, what about me? For people that customers especially, sorry. Even if you haven't talked to them about the opportunity before, like, hey, oh my gosh, I know you love your products, and I was just, you know, you're awesome, and I love having you a customer. Is there anyone that you can think of that would be interested in this opportunity? Sometimes to be like, hey, well, I'm interested, almost as if they don't want to miss out. So that's another technique to use that really works, because people, even if they haven't thought about anybody, they'll start thinking of someone and thinking that, hey, well, if so-and-so that I'm thinking of can do this, then, well, why can't I? So that is a really good idea. And then there's also the 3 C's. Crazy, confident, or compliment, confident. So when you are talking to someone randomly, you want to message them, you see their selfies, you think they'd be awesome at this, you just have someone in your mind you think would be really, really great at this. You message them, text them, call them, be like, oh my gosh, you're going to think I'm crazy, but you are super cute. You're way confident in yourself, and you are super spunky. I think that you would be super awesome at this. And just put it at that. It's called the 3 C's. Crazy, because you're gonna think I'm crazy. You compliment them, make it about them again, and then show them confidence. You have confidence in that they can, you know, be good at this. It does work. You need to be consistent in messaging. It's a lot of this is about numbers. It's a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the better your chances of getting, and the closer you are to getting that yes. That was a huge point that Michelle made to me this morning, was that it's a numbers game. And she's like, when you're on your call with your team, she says, ask them when they are going through and messaging people to write down everyone that they're having a conversation with. Not everyone that they message, everyone they have a conversation with. She's like, I guarantee you that they're talking to a lot less people than they think they are. And I am guilty of that, totally guilty of going through and be like, wow, I had like 2 conversations when I feel like I had like 20 because I messaged a bunch of people. Chances are you're having a lot less conversations than you think you are. So about relationship building, the referral program. Oh, everywhere you go. Okay, Sherry Brown, she said that when she first started her business, she went for 9 months with one eye with 3D and one eye with her previous old mascara, and then like she would bring it up in conversation. The scenario that always comes up in my head when she talks about it is you're standing in the checkout line at the grocery store, and the lady's ringing up your stuff, and then she looks at you, you're talking, you're saying hi, you know, small talking, you're like, oh my gosh, I probably look like a crazy person, I'm sorry, my mascara looks crazy on one eye. And then even if they didn't notice, they'd be like, oh yeah, what's going on there? That's when you say, oh my gosh, you know, I have a friend of mine, and there's no friend, a friend of mine, I'm going over, she wants me to demo the mascara once, she wanted to see, you know, how awesome it really is. She doesn't need to know that you're not really going to see anybody, just show them the mascara. And you say, yeah, this mascara business is so awesome. I love, you know, working from my phone and helping other women build a business too. You know, always mention the business. I mean, if you're going to talk about the mascara, you might as well talk about the business, because chances are the woman behind that checkout doesn't really love her job. I know my mom did not love her job at Safeway when we lived in Holbrook. So, and I did not love working at Kmart behind the counter either. Luckily, I was only for a couple months. Sorry, Allison. So, I mean, everywhere you go, especially if you're going to do one item, one not, lead with the opportunity rather than just the mascara. Don't forget, don't discount the power of the opportunity, because you will be surprised how many women are like, hey, I didn't know I could sell mascara from my phone. I didn't know that I could make money at home on Facebook. There are a lot of people that don't even know what network marketing is. So you need to be that person that tells them. especially you in Havasu, Allison, because I'm pretty sure you and Destiny are now the only presenters in Havasu. So
We're not, though. I found out when I went for my last thing at the hospital. There's a presenter right in that works at the hospital, but she doesn't push it, from what I can tell. But we're not the only ones, but I haven't heard of her before, so.
Well, neither have I. But
And she's not even. She says she's pink, so that tells you she's been at it for 2 years. So she ought to be way better than pink. So that just tells you she's not doing that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have been better than pink by now, 7.5 months into it. But that's neither here nor there.
2 years is different than 7.5 months.
That's true. That's true. Okay. There was one other thing. This is the last thing I want to talk to you guys about before we do some questions and answers. Okay, how many of you guys have women in mind that you may or may not have started a conversation with or mentioned the opportunity? I know I have plenty of girls that I've talked to about it, and they've either gone nowhere. It's either gone nowhere, or she ignored me, or kind of shot me down, or said I'm not ready yet, or whatever. How would you guys feel about Katie and I doing like a sponsoring event on Facebook? Basically, what we would make you all hostesses with us in the event, and you would invite anyone and everyone that you've ever either thought about would be awesome at this, or you've talked to about it, even if it was just like in passing. And Katie and I would sit in the event for an hour and highlight what is awesome about the opportunity. We can either make it a webinar where we focus and we'd like put a slideshow or something together to talk about how awesome it is, or we can just do like live posts for an hour in the event. How many of you guys would think that is awesome? No?
I think it's awesome, but I don't have anybody that close that would be that ready, I don't think.
Well, and it's not even so much about the women that you thought of that would be good, like right this minute. I'm sure there are people that are curious about what you're doing and been like, what is Younique? This is a really great opportunity to show them what it is, even if they aren't totally ready or really interested in being a presenter, like either right now or really ever. This is giving them the information they're looking for, and maybe it may surprise them what this business and this opportunity has to offer. So I wouldn't discount anybody because, like Michelle said in her Last Divas call yesterday, 2 days ago, she talked about, she used to discount people all the time. And she used to skip over people who she never thought would do this. And then either they sign up with somebody else or they come to her asking about it. So I think it's really important to remember that we don't know what people are thinking. We have an amazing opportunity. We really, really do. I mean, how many companies can say that they don't have any auto ships, they don't have any monthly fees, and they get paid in 3 hours of a sale? And you get that cute little Younique card. I mean, how many other companies can do that for you? I mean, even if it's just for a hobby and you need to get diapers for the week, sell 4 or 5 mascaras, and boom, there's your package of diapers. I mean, the opportunity is really powerful. We just need to have faith in that.
I would think it'd be
Sorry,
good to have it or do that. For me, a little bit later. Not quite right now, since I'm kind of just getting the parties down, because I'd never wanted to do online parties ever. And so now I did, and I can see there's a benefit, and so I kind of want to get that down before I do anything else. And because I don't have a lot of time at all. Like, I'm with one car and the kids going everywhere, and I'm not home.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm just probably a little overwhelmed.
Okay.
So.
Well, and that's fine. You don't have to be a part of the event if you don't want to. I mean, we just want to make And it's not just my team that I would be offering this for, because we are one leg of Katie's team. Like, Katie has a whole other team, a whole other part of her team that I just want to be able to make it available, because, I mean, even if you only invite 4 people that you think would be awesome, that's okay. And chances are they're not going to sign up right away. And this event, like, you wouldn't be doing anything. You guys would just invite these people. Katie and I would do the PowerPoint. Katie and I would be the ones doing the webinar if we decide to do it that way. I just wanted to find out if that's something that you guys would like us to do for you. Because Holly has done that before. Brenly has done that before for us. And I think our teams are getting big enough that it's important that we focus a lot on sponsoring. Because without sponsoring, without a team, you can't grow in this business. It's as simple as that. So I really want to give you guys an opportunity to build that team, because if you build that team, then you're going to be focusing less and less on your own personal sales to get you through the month, and you're going to be focusing more on building your team and building them up and teaching them how to do the same thing. The bigger your team, the more you're earning. The more you're earning, the more opportunity you have to quit your job or to retire your husband, which is my goal. So I want you guys to know that I want to do everything in my power to make sure that you are being successful and that you're getting the most out of what I have to offer. So as far as the sponsoring event, I'm not saying like do it right this second. I'm thinking maybe even do it at the end of this month, because I really, really, really don't want to miss out on this fall season. Katie will tell you that when she joined in August last year, and her biggest months were in the fall. For those moms that want to be able to give their kids a little extra, a better Christmas. I mean, this is a great opportunity. They pay the $99, they start making money right away, and we can use this as an opportunity for them to save money for Christmas, or to save money for a Christmas vacation, or, whatever. This is going to be a really, really great opportunity to capitalize on just this season of the year. And I'm sure Allison will tell you, you do not want to miss out on fall season in retail, period. Like, the fall season is, amazing as far as sales go, because everyone is spending money. And after December, no one wants to spend money, because everybody spent their money in the fall season. So come January, everyone's broke, which is also a really great sponsoring opportunity, because, okay, here's $99. Everyone loves this mascara. Make some extra money to build up whatever you spent on Christmas. So it's just really important. Sponsoring is huge, you guys, huge. And I know it sounds intimidating. I know it sounds crazy. But remember, when you're sponsoring somebody, I am their team leader. Even if you feel like you don't have time to train them right away, or if you feel like you don't have an opportunity to offer them what you feel like they deserve, that's what Katie and I are here for. Because we are all on the same team. We're all working towards the same goals together. So don't feel like you can't reach out to us to ask for help. Because, I think I'm having a one-on-one with Tiffany tomorrow morning. And I did not personally sponsor Tiffany. Allison did. So just remember the power of sponsoring and the power of a team. Because if you don't have a team, you don't go anywhere. And I have an awesome team. And I'm, finally to the point where I feel like my goals are actually attainable. And you guys are awesome, and I so appreciate that. So kind of like stepping off my soapbox now. Are there any questions on anything that we talked about? Or any questions that we didn't talk about that you'd like to ask anyway? Everything's good? Okay, well, if there are no questions, then we will sign off. You guys are awesome, and see you until next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.